What up, New York Giant Nation? It's your boy, MacDaGiantsFan. Just tapping in with another edition of the True Blue Podcast. Let's just talk a little bit about this weekend, the draft in the books, man. New York Giants, I think, really did a tremendous job, and I'm excited. Gives me more reason to just, I'm just ready for this season. I can't wait to get to September, man. But if these two statements right here don't get you fired up like it got me fired up, I don't know what you're doing, man.
Fast and violent. And that's kind of what I try to model my game after, being fast and violent.
I mean, like I said, man, there's 5 positions on the offensive lineman. I'm ready to take one.
Exactly, man. And that's what I'm talking about, man. That's everything that I love and everything that embodies what the mentality of the New York Giants, what it should be. And we got a couple of young dogs in here that's already coming in and understanding that. As those were just statements from our 2 first-round picks, at number 5, Arvell Reese, the linebacker out of Ohio State, and at number 10, the Francis Mauigoa, the offensive tackle out of the University of Miami, who will be competing this year, at least right now, as a guard for the New York Football Giants. And those statements right there get me all warm and fuzzy inside, because that's what I'm talking about, man. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what this team has needed. That kind of attitude, that kind of mentality. And it's just been awesome, man. It's been awesome this past weekend, listening to these guys speak, hearing them talk when they got to the facility on Friday, and those 2 guys just already feeling the love, man. Already feeling the love. And you gotta love it. Arvell Reese, never would have expected to see him at number 5, man. That was something that was just phenomenal to me, man. Him being there, totally unexpected to see him there in the building, man. And now we got him as a New York Football Giant, one of the premier defensive players in this draft. So, man, let's get to it, man. This draft, it feels like it was a true, actual roster reconstruction, man. It's letting you know that the difference, the direction this team is going in. The Giants, they attacked premium positions, added toughness in the trenches, focused heavily on the defensive speed and long-term stability instead of chasing star power, man. They prioritized building a stronger football team. The message reads loud and clear, if you ask me. Get faster and get more physical. And let's start right at number 5, man. Let's start with him right at number 5, Arvell Reese, Ohio State, man. The things he brings to the table, man, it's this kid is beyond impressive. Beyond impressive, man. The things he does, and what he can do on the field. But he was clearly, I think you can go ahead and say he's been selected to be the centerpiece, future centerpiece of this defense, man. I'm not saying he has to come in day one and be that, but that's what the long-term hope is for this young man, man. And if ever a guy could do it, it's Arvell Reese, man. I mean, he's the kind of modern linebacker every NFL team, man, pretty much needs in this day and age. It's just the athleticism is just off the charts when it comes to Arvell Reese, man. Long, explosive, instinctive, capable of staying on the field in any situation. I mean, he doesn't have to come off the field. He's a 1, 2, 3 down linebacker straight up, man. He's going to give you anything you need. His biggest strength is his range. He closes space really fast. It's almost ungodly how he can close distance, man, on the field. And he plays quickly and can erase mistakes from the defensive line in ways most linebackers just can't do it. It's a special superpower he has, man. Against outside zone runs, screens, and athletic quarterbacks, his speed becomes a major weapon. I mean, he also flashes real pass coverage ability which is critical in today's NFL. Tight ends, receiving backs create matchup problems, and Reese gives the Giants someone who can survive those assignments, man. He's a dog, man. I mean, if there's any little bit of concerns you might have with him, I mean, he kind of needs to refine his taking on blocks a little bit at the NFL level. We'll see how he adjusts to that. And sometimes elite college athletes can rely too much on speed and not enough on hand uses and leverage. So he's going to have to get coached up in that regard. But this kid seems very, very coachable, and I think he wants to be the very best Arvell Reese he can be. And it's just that's the vibe he gives off immediately. It's just you couldn't talk about not only is this kid a great football player, he is a great human being. And the vibe he gives off is that failure is not an option. So he'll need to improve, stack and shed technique a little bit and become more consistent as a downhill thumper inside. But I think that'll come as he gets more experience, a little more seasoning on him, man. This guy has a very, very high ceiling. Expect all pros, Pro Bowl level linebacker for sure. One day leading the way, being the captain of this defense. We expect those expectations from Arvell Reese, man. And he should become a foundational centerpiece of this defense, man, hopefully. So we'll find out, man. And then we got number 10. Got pick number 10, and this is with a pick that got a little bit, people had up in arms a little bit. Because as we got to this pick, a fan favorite was still available on the board, and one Mr. Caleb Downs. And definitely was a fan. I was definitely one of those fans that was in favor of the New York Giants calling Caleb Downs' name the number 10 overall pick. New York Giants went in a different direction, and they drafted a big tackle out of Miami, Francis Mauigoa. Look, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I was like really I wasn't excited about the pick initially, but then once I really let my mind clear a little bit and I thought about some things, and I was like, we ain't like this kid ain't no good, I mean, we took a dog at Francis Mauigoa, and it addressed a major need. Not that safety, wasn't a need for us, but Francis Mauigoa drafted a major need, because as he's going to, even though he's a tackle, he's going to come in and compete for the guards for starting one of those starting guard spots, the right guard in particular, starting spot though. So, and most likely, barring something inconceivable, he's going to win that job, and hopefully that can help shore up this offensive line a little bit more. Which is, I mean, honestly, I'm one of those guys that I pay attention. I watched this offensive line take a step forward last season. They definitely progressed as a unit, but a lot of work that still needed to be done. And Francis Mauigoa will hopefully address some of those issues, man. Because on the interior, it was still a little bit dicey a lot of times last year. But I feel like we're really good. We're solid out at tackle. We got one of the best left tackles in all of football in Andrew Thomas. And we got Jermaine Lumino, who was also another very solid piece at right tackle. And now let's show up the inside of this interior offensive line. And Mauigoa definitely could help do that, as long as JMS can continue to progress as well and continue to get better, take steps forward. I think we could be in good shape. This for as far as Mauigoa goes, I'm still getting used to pronouncing his name correctly. This may end up being the most important pick in this class, man, potentially, man. Up front, protecting your franchise quarterback. This could be could end up, when it's all said and done, being the most important pick. But elite teams are built through the offensive line, man, and Mauigoa gives the Giants a massive building block. He brings NFL size, anchor strength, and position flexibility that offensive coordinators absolutely love. Teams in this era love. You love a guy that in a pinch can do something else. And obviously, he spent his entire college career playing the right tackle spot. I don't know if he had any real snaps at guard during his college career that I know of. I'm not sure about any of that, but this guy has that flexibility. He has the ability to bounce, to move around a little bit when you need him. And he's also very much open to that. If you were listening to his opening interview at the facility, this kid is open to whatever, man. I'm going to play the clip again one more time.
Like I said, man, there's 5 positions on the offensive lineman. I'm ready to take one.
Exactly. Exactly that. That's his mentality. So basically, this man don't give a damn where you line him up at. He ready to take one of these spots. He's ready to take one of these spots. Most likely, he's gonna be that right guard though. That's what we're hoping he's gonna, and that's what we're envisioning him being. But also his ability to handle power, bull rushers don't move him that well, and he can reset the line of scrimmage in the run game. That matters because the Giants have struggled with consistency up front for years. 4 years, baby. Like it's been a long time coming since we've had good consistency up front and had good overall, just good play. Like I said, they got better last year. I didn't say it was good. I just said it got better. You know what I mean? Because it did. It got better last year, but it still wasn't good. So all of that matters, man. Flexibility is just too valuable. I can't talk enough about that. He can survive and tackle, but may become an even better guard. I think, man. Honestly, I think this is going to be his calling card in the NFL, man. Is coming inside, kicking inside, and playing guard in the NFL. So it's because he kind of lacks the foot quickness out there at tackle in the NFL. We'll see. We'll see. He can develop that a little bit, but at the same time, this kid's a hard working, but that's one of the things that I feel like got him a little bit limited at the tackle spot, man. So we'll see what he can do, man. And he stays outside. Full-time speed rushers could give him a little bit of problem as well. You know, I think this kid's the type of kid that's going to figure it out though, because he's just one. It's the when you listen to people speak and you kind of get an idea of their mentality, you kind of just know how hard he's willing to work, man. So we'll see, man. But I think this kid also has a very high ceiling, man. I think he can be a perennial Pro Bowl level guard for sure. And even if he has to come out there and be a very reliable starting tackle in this league as well, man. And he gives you good value because the stability changes everything, man. Quarterback play, run game, red zone offense, and late game football, man. This guy here is going to be a difference maker out there for us, man. Absolutely. And I can't wait, man. Let's get to somebody in the comments. What's going on, no Mets, man? Thanks for popping in, bro. I appreciate you, man. I think our draft picks have been I really was happy with our draft, man, and really happy with the picks, man. And I think that hopefully we can finally turn some things around, man. I really want to turn some stuff around because I'm tired of being bad. I'm tired of coming up here and talking about the other teams in the division and how much better they are than us. I want to get back to the top, back to the mountaintop of the NFC East, man. I want to get back to where people respect the New York Football Giants because we lost our respect in this league. Straight up lost our respect, man. Teams don't respect us. We got to get that back. They still don't respect us. We got to go out there and get that back. And this is part of how we're going to get it back.
Fast and violent. And that's kind of what I try to model my game after, being fast and violent.
Exactly. What that man just said. We got to get back there. Yeah, we do. Like I said, and this draft don't make us automatically back there. But it looks like we're positioning ourselves to get back there. You see, Micah Parsons is so comfortable shitting on the Giants. Everybody is. Everybody is. I mean, he was on that man's show, so he kind of just sat there, like you said, and took it. But from what we heard, John Harbaugh got him straightened out too. So like what it is. We'll get that. We'll have to go out there on the field and earn that respect, man. Because right now, honestly, man, we don't have it. We don't have it. We have proven to be a very, very bad football team for a very, very long time. So right now, it's all about getting back out there, earning it, getting back out there, and really, getting that credibility back, man. This ain't the New York Giants I grew up on. I want the New York Giants I grew up on back. And by the way, shout out to LT, man, in the hospital right now, some kind of thing going on with his stomach or something. Apparently, though, early reports are that it's nothing that's life-threatening. But LT, the greatest New York Giant of all time, is in the hospital with a stomach thing, man, and hopefully he'll make a full recovery. But yeah, we definitely got to earn it, man. Definitely got to, bro. And I think we will. I think we will. This is the best I've truly, genuinely felt for real in a long, long time. I just think that now we're serious. We got a coach that's serious, a real coach, put together a staff that's looking impressive. And the draft, as we see as right now, the draft looks pretty damn good. So let's get back to some of these picks again, man. Let's get back to Colton Hood, round 2, pick number 37 for the New York Giants in this draft. Guy that many thought, and I thought too, would have been gone in the first round, but he wasn't. He was still there at 37 for us, and we'll see what's going on with it. We'll see how everything works out. He's not necessarily, once again, the guy that I wanted, but the guy I wanted got picked at number 36. So I agree. Like I want to be, I'm trying to be optimistic, and I'm trying, but I'm not. But I've been optimistic every offseason a little bit. But I think I've been a little overly optimistic when I kind of knew the reality of the situation. Whereas now I feel like this time it's actually kind of real. I mean, because even look back at the team last year, as poorly coached as this football team was, and the fact of how many games they were in and could have won and should have won. And I mean, to me, I think it's just something different about this one for real. You know, I was a little overly optimistic a year ago, to be honest, and it didn't work out. But this is just something more. It's something real because we watched the team play last year, and you kind of saw the deficiencies, and I think we cleaned some of that up just by getting rid of the coaches and that coaching staff. And I just feel like something better is coming, man. Something better has to come because it can't get any worse. But yeah, Colton Hood, man, definitely has some first round traits, man. Even so, getting them in the second round is pretty much a gift, man. The Giants, he plays with aggression, confidence, and physical. He's a physical corner. I think sometimes that can get him in a little bit of trouble, and it may in this league the way these refs call things sometimes. So he's gonna have to might have to figure that out, gauge that maybe in the preseason, figure it out, and understand what he can and can't get away with. But definitely a physical corner. We'll get up there and challenge receivers at the line of scrimmage, man. He plays with a whole lot of confidence, and he's a cornerback that you can trust, man. He can survive when he's proven to be able to survive on islands. His ball skills also stand out. He attacks the football rather than simply defending space. So, man, look, this guy, he's definitely a potential, a potential like really, really difference maker out there. This guy, to me, should be coming in and competing for one of those starting cornerback spots day one. Day one. To me, I'd be disappointed if he's not one of the starting corners week one against whoever we're playing week one. I'd be kind of disappointed if he's not able to come in and seize one of those starting spots. Opposite of, I'd assume, a Paulson Adebo, most likely, right? So he can get grabby, and that's definitely one of the biggest concerns about him, man. Officials will punish that quickly, especially in the NFL, as we all know. So he'll need discipline at the top of the routes and cleaner transitions against elite runners, man. But this guy can definitely be the real deal, and I think the New York Giants got a steal in round 2 with Colton Hood, man. It does. It does. It really does feel different, man. It does. It just different energy. Different energy. John Harbaugh is running the show, and that shows. So we're gonna have to wait and see, bro. But then here's where the draft got a little interesting for the New York Giants here. As we all know, the New York Giants did not originally have a third round pick in this draft. And there was a player of value to them on the board still, as the third round was moving along. And the New York Giants went on ahead and made a move. Now, the player itself, I don't have a problem with the player. I think Malachi Fields is a good player. I think he brings something needed to the New York Giants as well. But it was just what they traded to get him initially. I was like, dang, you traded all that to move up to get Malachi Fields. I mean, the 4th, the 5th, and the 4th next year to move up to pick number 74 in the third round to get Malachi Fields. And he's a big receiver. People I know like that have been already making the Plaxico Burress comparisons, but he's kind of a different type of receiver than Plaxico, even though he's a big guy. Still kind of a little bit different in a sense. I think a better comparison is more like a Michael Pittman type of comparison. But guys like that, he's not a burner. But at the end of the day, he can go up there, high point the football, a lot of contested catches. I'm expecting him to really come in and be an immediate red zone threat for us. I'm expecting that. I'm expecting to see big things in the red zone and those situations. Great possession receiver. He has amazing hands. That's one thing that stands out on tape with this guy is he has amazing hands, and that's one thing the New York Giants definitely need in that receiver room is a receiver that can actually catch the football. But so I think he brings that to the table, and I think he could come in and right away be able to come in and be a solid number 3 receiver, if not even competing to be a maybe number 2 guy, man. I think he can have that kind of upside. Yeah, I don't understand the pushback either, no Mets, man. I think this guy is he's good. Like I said, I didn't necessarily like the trade too much with giving up that kind of capital for him to move up, but at the end of the day, he was their guy. They had a New York Giants, apparently, from what I've heard, had a 2nd round grade on him. So as far as in the New York Giants' eyes, that was a value pick, and you get the guys that you get your guys. That's what the draft is all about. You go out there and you get your guys. You'd rather give up Kayvon or a future 4th and this year's 5th. Oh no, I wouldn't have gave up that for him. Definitely wouldn't have gave up that to move up. But I just thought it was just because you make that pick at 74 and then boom, there you go. No 4th round pick, no 5th round pick. We didn't pick again until 186. So we didn't pick again until 100 and 112 picks later. That's where my pushback was at on the trade, on the actual trade itself, was the fact that we didn't have another pick for 112 more picks. So that was the only thing that bothered me about it. Pick 74, we just had to be comfortable with gambling. I mean, yeah. What's going on? Rico Love just stopped in to say Cowboy Nation. I mean, y'all put together a nice little draft as well. We talking about that on Wednesday. Me and my super dope co-host Adam Costas on Wednesday when we talking about the NFC East in totality on the Real Deal NFC East Roundup, coming back to you on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you tap in, man. Rico, come through, man. We'll be talking about the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Commanders, as well as the Giants and their drafts. And I think the NFC East in totality had a really solid draft weekend, to be honest. I think all 4 teams leveled up a bit. It's a nominal gamble. I get it, man. Look, I'm over it now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really worried about it anymore. I'm not concerned. It's happened. It's done. And for what it's worth, I like our picks in the 6th round anyway. I think we still also did some pretty good things with those 3 6th-round picks. So, hopefully things work out and things pan out. Be nice, no Mets. Be nice. Always welcome. Shout out for joining, man. Appreciate it. That's right, man. I want all of y'all, man. I want Cowboy fans, Commander fans, Eagle fans. Y'all all welcome, man. Let's just all talk about it, man. Have some fun. I do a Cowboys channel just showing love for our rivals. Stay blessed, brother. It's still at Philly. Always. It's always at Philly, bro. Always, man. I have to check you out, man. Word. That's what I'm gonna check you out, man. For sure. But so yeah, Malachi Fields, man. I think I like the pick, and I think he's going to bring something to the table, man, for the New York Giants. Something real special. I think he finally gives us that legitimate red zone target that we've been so desperately missing. Somebody with hands, somebody that can actually catch the football and down there in the red zone, man. And so we'll see. We'll see how it all works out. So like I said, we didn't have any more picks now until round number 6. So 112 picks later, the New York Giants were back on the clock, round 6, man. And they went big boy. They went and got a big man to put in the middle of this defense. One, Mr. Bobby Jamison Travis, the big defensive tackle out of Auburn. Now, people, let's not get crazy. Let's not act foolish. The New York Giants did not get Bobby Jamison Travis in the 6th round to replace Dexter Lawrence. That's just not realistic. Now, if Bobby Jamison Travis can come in there and end up, being an absolute steal and a dog and get in there and really be a viable option at the nose for us, that would just be great. I mean, but he just doesn't have the skill set of Dexter Lawrence. You're not going to get a pass rush out of Bobby Jamison Travis. He is a hell of a run plugger, though. He's a big body guy, and he is a hell of a run plugger. I mean, size, strength, everything you need in that regard, but he does need a lot of refinement. It's the reason the guy is a 6th-round pick. That's not – if he was like, expected to come in and be a day one contributor, he would have went far sooner. But who knows? We've seen late round picks turn into something special. You know what I mean? So maybe New York Giants could hit the lottery on this one, potentially. You never know. Well, only time will tell. But he does address a need. And if things work out, he can at least maybe get himself into the rotation on the D-line and be a factor, because that's been one of the problems the last couple of years is they've had nobody reliable, and Dexter Lawrence has been on the field damn near the whole game. And a lot of times, man, out there gassed, out there though. These big boys, I can speak for about being a big man myself. We can't go the distance, baby. We need a blow. We need a little bit of rest here and there. So hopefully this guy, Bobby Jamison Travis, can come in and be a good solid depth piece on the D-line rotation. And who knows, potentially turn into a viable, star in the middle of that defense. Anything can happen. I mean, the greatest quarterback of all time was a 6th-round draft pick. Just remember, it can happen. Brock Purdy is starting right now, one of the better starters in the NFL at quarterback. He was Mr. Irrelevant. It can happen. Sometimes it's just not a perfect science. The draft, the evaluations, it's about the fit. Maybe that kid will fit. Now, second pick of the 6th round for the New York Giants, pick number 192, J.C. Davis, offensive tackle out of Illinois. Another guy that, from a lot of things I'm hearing, is going to be coming in and initially maybe get an opportunity to compete at the guard position. I think the main reason for this is don't really feel like he may have all the fundamentals, like, sharp enough to play tackle in the NFL. His footwork is good, but it probably fits. It's probably better on the interior than out there dealing with some of the, type of edge rushers and things he'd be dealing with here in the NFL. So this is another solid pick. I think this guy can come in and compete right away on the O-line, be a rotational, be a swing tackle, be a swing guard, whatever the team needs him to be. I think this guy has also he has that mentality. He has a good mentality, good head on his shoulders, and he wants to come in and compete, man. And I respect I respect him for that, and hopefully things can work out. 6th-round picks, you don't have high expectations necessarily, but I think the New York Giants did well with this pick. I think this kid could have actually went a little earlier than he did anyway, so I think it's also a pretty good value pick in a sense. So we'll see how things work out. We'll see when they get to camp and we get some eyes on these guys on the field. I can't wait to see that rookie mini camp and see what these guys are doing, man, what these guys can do. And now every year, New York Giant Nation, every year there's always like a day 3 pick that it seems like New York Giant fans just immediately fall in love with. It's just infectious. And we are at that pick right now. Pick number 193 of the 6th round. This was the final draft pick for the New York Giants in this draft. And they went on ahead and they selected Jack Kelly, the linebacker out of BYU. And everybody has immediately fallen in love with Jack Kelly because he's an animal. He's an absolute animal. I think this guy has the upside to potentially seriously compete for legitimate snaps on the defensive side of the football. I think this kid is going to be a special teams demon. This guy is he's like the linebacker version of Cam Scatterbill, in a sense. He's a dog, man. He's not going to accept failure. Failure is just not an option. This guy is going to come in. He's going to work his tail off for this New York Football Giant team, man. And I'm excited. This is a pick I'm excited about. I love a guy that just has this. He's a football player, you know what I mean? That's just what it is. This is what he does. This is what he knows. This is what he eats, sleeps, and shits. Football. And that's what it's all about, man. That's all these guys, this whole rookie draft class, man. One thing that I can say about these guys is that they all came in, you know, they did their opening interviews and introductory interviews and whatnot. One thing in this draft class has in common is they're all ready to get to work. They're all ready to get to work. You was asking them, you know, getting those questions thrown out. What are you looking most excited for about being in New York and being in New York City? He's like, I ain't worried about that. Most of these guys are basically like, I'm not ready or worried about that. I just want to get to work. That's the mentality. Those are the kind of young men that this football team has drafted and brought in. And I'm excited for it, man. I want all of the smoke. I want all the smoke. I want to get back to how I used to be. I want to talk shit again. I want to be able to mix it up. I keep playing these clips because it's just
fast and violent. And that's kind of what I try to model my game after, you know, being fast and violent.
I mean, like I said, man, there's 5 positions on the offensive lineman. I'm ready to take one.
Exactly. I mean, I just love it. I just love hearing that. I just love hearing that, man. Like that, to me, it's something about that, man. It just warms me up all inside. Like I just drank a nice big old warm cup of some hot chocolate or something, man. All nice and warm in my belly, man. When I hear those type of statements, man. So I'm ready to get back at it, man. New York Giant football, man. We back, baby. We are back, and I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get back on the field. I'm ready to see these guys on the field. I'm ready to keep punching out this content. I'm ready to keep pumping it out because this is what it's all about ultimately, man. Ultimately, it's about getting back to New York Giant football, man. Arvell Reese, the first linebacker we drafted in the first round since Carl Banks. Let that sink in. Arvell Reese. And Carl Banks was a special one. And hopefully Arvell Reese will be a special one too, man. What is going on in the building? Shout out to Coach, man. How you doing? Peace and blessings to you as well. Most definitely, man. I just love this draft class. I love everything about it, what they were able to do, and what they were able to accomplish with these picks, man. I honestly don't have a pick that I have a problem with at all. There was a couple other guys I kind of wanted, obviously. Can't get everything you want, but at the end of the day, I'm not mad at the guys we got. When you get a guy like Jack Kelly in the 6th round, like I said, even if he's not quite good enough to get on the field too much on defense, you know a guy like that, he's going to be a kamikaze on special teams. A kamikaze. And that's what I'm talking about. We're getting guys back in the building that respect the game of football. Respect the game of football. And they're good quality humans too. Like we're not going out there drafting a bunch of knuckleheads and all that crazy nonsense. We're getting good people in this building, man. We're serious about turning this thing around. That's what this draft showed me, that the New York Giants are serious about turning things around. Because if those 3 6-round picks, if any one of those guys hit, you know what I mean, and which I think Jack Kelly is. I just think that guy just oozes. He just oozes football player to me, man. That blue collar guy, man. Type of guy that'll run through a wall for you, man. That's him, man. Francis Mauigoa in the first comes out as soon as comes out getting in his interview after his name gets called, talking about he is ready to die for Jackson Dart. Ready to die for him, baby. And then the fast and violent, Arvell Reese, the fast and violent thing. I just can't get enough of that. I just keep running that in my head every time. The way he said it and the intensity in his eyes. That kid is focused. That young man is focused on football. He loves football, and he wants to be the best that he can be. And that's what we're going to get on the field. Oh my God, I can't wait till they get the pads on. Coach Ed says, I'm ecstatic with how it turned out. Getting 2 of the top 4 that I wanted has me flying high. And Fields, Hood, Kelly, Jameson, Travis, and Davis, it's clobbering time. Let's go. Word. It's absolutely clobbering time, Coach Ed. That's what I'm talking about, getting that kind of energy back, man. That's what they proved with these picks, man. We want to be a physical football team on that field, a very physical football team. Because that was the issue, man. Last year, defense, we was soft as cotton out there, man, on the defensive side of the football. And we got guys out there that are going to play with an attitude. And the beautiful thing about Arvell Reese and Francis Mauigoa also as well is how young they are. I mean, you know how much room these guys have to develop? I can't even take those guys out for a drink yet because they're not even legal to do so. They can't even do that yet. I don't even know. They leave me speechless. The fact that Arvell Reese on Thursday night, when we saw things, the way things started playing out, and then the Tennessee Titans with the number 4 overall pick took Carnell Tate off the board at number 4. And I'm sitting there looking like Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs. Are you kidding me? That we got the pick of the litter there, and obviously we went with who honestly I believe was the better of the 3, and Arvell Reese, the biggest difference maker. I didn't talk about him that much during the drafting process and when I was doing mock draft and stuff like that, because I didn't think it was realistic. Didn't think he was going to be there at 5. No way, Jose. And then when to see him sitting there, to just see how fast the New York Giants got their card in after the Tennessee picked Carnell Tate, I don't even think a full minute came off that clock, and the New York Giants had their card in already. Just enough time to write Arvell Reese's name down and submit the damn pick. Exactly. Number 1 on their draft board, and they got their guy, man. And like I said, I love the kid. I mean, I think he's going to have to get used to dealing with the New York media. But other than that, what he can do on the field is just, it's nothing. It leaves me nothing left, nothing short of speechless, man. He just leaves me speechless, man. I just love it.
Fast and violent. And that's kind of what I try to model my game after, being fast and violent.
I know I keep playing that clip over and over again, but I can't help it because it gets me fired up, baby. It gets me fired up. We got that young man coming in there talking like that, man. That just fires me up. Our 2 first-round picks are ready, man. They ready to go. Already coming in with that respect, man, that credibility. Coach Ed says the bum had to make to this franchise. Thank you for taking tape. As Big Daddy Kane once said, that's all she wrote. That's right, man, because I don't know what the hell they was thinking about. No clue. I mean, no knock on Carnell Tate. I don't want to be disrespecting, this young talent. I mean, but come on. There was 4 premium Ohio State players expected to go in this first round of this draft. And I don't think anybody thought Carnell Tate was going to be the first one of them off the board. I don't think nobody had that. I don't think nobody scripted it like that. But I'm glad it worked out that way because we got a dog in Arvell Reese. We got a dog. What's going on, Bookends, man? Appreciate you popping in, bro. Appreciate you popping in. And as far as now, having work to still do, obviously, on that defensive line, like I said, because as much as I like to pick 2 dogs on offense and now a dog on defense, yes, sir. Yes, sir. As much as I like to pick, I still don't think you can just go into this and expect that damn, I'm sorry, I forget the damn boy name already that fast. You can't expect Bobby Jamison Travis to come in there and just replace Dexter Lawrence. Like I said, anybody that's thinking like that, that's not a fair expectation to put on this young man. But I think he definitely can come in and compete right away and be part of that rotation, man. I really do. But just don't put no crazy expectation on him. Coach Ed said, I'm sorry, Mac, but I made a video about Reese to us way before the Lawrence trade. It's on my new Giants YouTube page. Okay. I mean, look, I was always hoping. I just didn't expect it to happen. I was always hoping for it to happen. I just didn't expect it to really happen. Bookend said our backers are going to have to be the run stuffers. It looks like that for right now, but I think we got some guys that can do that. Micah McFadden plays the run really, really well. That's his strength at linebacker, is playing the run. And Jack Kelly also, once again, it's also a strength of his as well if he gets to be part of that rotation. And then obviously Arvell Reese can do it all. Tremaine Edmonds, we know what he can do too. So I think it could work out. And if, like I said, if Jamison Travis can come in and be better than what you even expect, that would only be an added bonus because he is a mammoth man and he definitely plays the run well too. He is a plugger in the middle at that defense. Like I said, he's not going to give you the pass rush like Dexter Lawrence was providing for the New York Giants. He hasn't had that skill set, but he can definitely clog up the middle, and he's a big man to be trying to dig out of there. Trust me, I know from my offensive line days when you got those big guys in the middle of a defense, man. You got the pad level matters, all that matters. You got to have perfect technique to be able to work because one is size, his size and his strength. No matter what, that's going to be an issue for offensive linemen to deal with, point blank and period. No matter what else you want to say about him, that's his size, his mass. That man he's a big man. I said, I feel like sometimes hope is a glorious thing. Yeah, man. Because I was hoping for it. I just didn't think it was going to happen, and I didn't spend too much time talking about it because I really just thought it was no way possible. But thank God you got like Tennessee Titans, teams like that do the, baffling things.
Welcome to your NFL headlines of the day.
And it worked out for the New York Giants.
2 days later.
Sorry about that. I had got to unplug my Echo device and started coming on talking. But Bookend, you got a question here. He says, what do I think of Kelly? I like the aggression that guy plays with. What I think of Kelly? Okay, because you weren't, I guess you weren't when you wasn't in here. Before you got in here, I was talking about Jack Kelly when I was talking about running down all the picks. Jack Kelly to me is that guy that every year, the New York Giants get a day 3 draft pick that the fan base kind of gets a little giddy about, falls in love with, like, Scatterboo last year. Teams got instantly, giddy over Scatterboo for obvious reasons, the kind of energy that guy brings. Well, Jack Kelly is that guy. Jack Kelly, to me, he's just Cam Scatterboo in linebacker form. He's a kamikaze. I think on special teams, he's going to be a demon. And I think he's going to be an instant factor on special teams, I believe. And I also believe that he will seriously compete for legitimate snaps on defense and will be part of that linebacker rotation amongst Edmonds and Reese and McFadden. And I think he pushes Mauigoa out the door a little bit. He makes Mauigoa a little more expendable, because I just like Jack Kelly's one of those kind of guys where some guys just have an it thing about them where it's not nothing that can be coached. It's just all in their minds. Like with Scatterboo, you won't be denied. People keep telling him what he can't do, and he can't do this, and you can't do that. But the kid is not listening to that noise. He's going to go out there. He's going to always work hard, and he's going to make sure you get the best version of Jack Kelly that he can give you. He's just a football player. That's what he is. He puts his hard hat on. He goes out there and he just gets the job done. Says Coach Ed says Jamison Travis contributed in helping Auburn have a top 10 run defense nationally, and that's in the SEC. If he eats up 2 blockers, our linebackers will be eaten, and that's a real possibility, because, like I said, this is a big man. Like I said, he is a nose guard. That's what he is. He's a big man, and like I said, he refines his skills a little bit, man. This could end up really working out for the New York Giants, man. It could really work out. And like I said, it'll just cement how great this draft looks on paper, man. It'll definitely cement that. Yeah, he's a football. Oh, he said to say he's a football player. Yeah, he's a body, man. He's talking about Jamison Travis, I'm assuming. Yeah, he's a big guy, And he's like one of those big guys, like great attitude. I don't know if you've seen his interviews yet, any of his interviews yet. Great attitude, man. Wants to come in, ready to work, mind focused on football. Like not distracted by the aura of New York City or whatever. Just ready to come in and get to work. That's what I like about all of these guys, these kids in this draft class, man. Because I'm impressed with listening to them speak, and I know it's only their opening interviews. Got still a lot more to learn about a lot of these guys, but at the same time, I think we hit a home run in this draft. I think people aren't giving us. I know people recognize that the Giants had a pretty good draft, but nobody's like, people still are kind of downplaying it a little bit and this, that, and that. I think the New York Giants had a great draft. I think they really did some really great things, some special things, and I'm excited for the New York Giants, man. Upcoming season 2026, I think we get real football back in New York, man. I think we do. I think this time it's real. I think this time it's a real. I can say that statement. I think this time it's serious. The NFC East is going to be what it used to be. I think it's going to be 4 teams just going to war with each other, and I think it's going to be a fun division to watch and follow this year. I think we no more of that NFC least stuff. I think we're back to the NFC East. He says, Coach Ed says, I want Reese and Kelly to be out there together. I want to call them the AK crew. They'll be out there flying around and making explosive plays, and that's a possibility. Coach, I see it. I can envision that. I mean, people looking at Jack Kelly saying he's a 6th-round pick, but sometimes you just see something in guys like that where it just hits different, man. And that's that guy, man. That's him. I get that with Jack Kelly. Like I said, when I'm dead serious when I say Mauigoa should be on borrowed time if things work out the right way. Because Jack Kelly, man, I think he's the real deal. And to get him at pick number 193, extra value, man. If Coach likes them, I'm all in. I'm all for it. Absolutely, bookends. Because right now, that's where I'm at, man. I'm trusting in this coaching staff. I'm believing in this coaching staff. Until they prove me, give me a reason to not believe in them, I believe in them. I believe in their vision. And right now, their vision looks pretty damn good to me. because what they're doing clearly put emphasis on getting this offensive line up to snub. You're bringing up the fullback, big fullback, Pat Ricard. You're going to be slamming Cam Scatterbull at people too. So goodness gracious, just levels to this. You know what I mean? Like Meek said, it is levels to this shit. I mean, you got Mauigoa. You got to deal on a typical run play. You're going to be dealing with I said Mauigoa. Got this dude name stuck in my head. Dealing with Mauigoa, then Pat Ricard, and then Cam Scatterbull is the ball carrier. You know the level of physicality that is just crazy to think about. To have to deal with that. That's exactly what he wants to punish teams, and we're set up to do so, man. He's setting us up to be able to do so. I think it's just now. I think it's all in their hands now, man. It's all in the players' hands. They got to go out there and execute. And I think sky's the limit with this football team, man. Sky is the limit. I don't want to put insane expectations on this team. I'm not expecting. I can't say we're going to go to the Super Bowl like the Patriots did. Just turn it all around like that. I'm not going to say make crazy, what you call us like that. But I think this football team is going to be out there competing week in, week out. Hell, they competed most weeks last week. They just couldn't finish. They just couldn't finish football games. Should have swept the damn NFC North division. Oh, well, no, the Vikings kicked their ass. But other than the Vikings, should have took it to the Bears, the Detroit, and Green Bay. Those should have all been dubs. We should have owned that division basically last year. Just couldn't finish football games. I think that all changes. Put them in the ice bath. Absolutely. You're going to know when you play the New York Football Giants. After you leave the field with the Giants, you're going to feel it. You're going to know. You're going to know you just got done playing against some real ones. What's going on, Skate Habitat 24? Nice. Thanks for popping in, man. If you're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe for me. Hit that thumbs up on the stream, too. I really appreciate it. Support the stream. Keep me growing, man. Says hardball style football. Absolutely hardball style football, man. If Davis can expand his game and become a mauler at guard, we can say bye-bye to running, coach. That is so much what I'm hoping for. That's exactly, if he comes in and can go out there and dethrone running at left guard, whoo, you got the two young rookies and your interior line. You got two really good offensive tackles, one great offensive tackle, another really good one, and Illuminor and Andrew Thomas, and a still emerging JMS in center. Now we talking about them championship O-line days. Now we talk like that again. Got to go out there and prove it on the field first. But if we can get that out of those guys, man, you can start talking like that again for real. Seriously. Yeah, our two-hand touch defense last year. Absolutely, man. It was a joke. And obviously, when you add a guy like Arvell Reese, Tremaine Edmonds from free agency, you know what I mean? That's already going to change the game because that already on paper is the best linebacker play, is the best linebackers New York Giants have had in I don't even know how long now at this point. It's been a long time since we've had linebackers the caliber of Tremaine Edmonds and Arvell Reese at the same damn time. I mean, I'm not trying to knock Bobby Okereke. He was, he had the one really great year with us, and then things just kind of weren't all the way the same. I mean, but this is different, man. We are built differently. Oh, I think Abdul Carter got going late in the season anyway. Once he got his head out of his ass, once he started staying awake in the meetings, once what the hell was our defensive coordinator's name last year? He was so damn bad I can't even remember his damn name now. I forgot his name because I don't want to remember it. But once we got rid of his dumb ass, Abdul Carter started playing a lot better last year, late in the season. He started making some plays, very disruptive. He was disruptive all season regardless, but he started making some real impact plays later in the season after we made them changes, man. So I just think, Shane Bowen, thank you, Boogie, and Shane Bowen, dumbass. Once we got rid of him, Abdul Carter play definitely elevated. And listening, all I can do right now, listen to the coaches talk. John Harbaugh is even saying that Tay Banks is out there looking pretty good right now. I feel like if John Harbaugh is not going to get out there and trash the kid, but at the end of the day, if he wasn't genuinely looking good, he just wouldn't say nothing at all about him. So, I take that with a grain of salt too. So if guys like them can come back and provide the value that we from the first round pick that he was, once again, all added bonuses, man. Like I said, I expect Colton Hood to be a starter day one. I expect him to go out there and win one of those starting jobs in camp. Malachi Fields, I expect him to be that guy once we're in the red zone. You can count on him being the go-to guy for us. These are expectations of this draft class. I mean, especially with those first 4 picks in particular. I think those guys all are going to come in and be contributors right away. Right away. And I think we need them to. I have no doubt in my mind Reese is going to be a dog. I have no doubt in my mind Mauigoa is going to be a dog. I mean, everything just points to success with those guys, man. It just this is awesome. This is a great feeling to have as a New York Giant fan because we haven't been able to genuinely feel like this in a very, very long time. So I'm excited. Too excited. I'm just too excited, man. I'm just too excited for this. Hey, maybe it was coaching, we'll see. But even if he's just a reliable third corner, well, exactly. I mean, at this point, we will take that because he hasn't even really been that the last couple of years. So at this point, I'll accept that at this stage now. I mean, it's still tough because he was a first-round draft pick, but if he can step up and be that, and then the fact that he does give you a little value on specials when you need them, so we'll see, man. We'll see if this guy can develop. Evan Neal, another guy. I mean, the what ifs. There's a lot of what ifs with these guys. Evan Neal and Joshua Zudu getting opportunities to compete at the guard positions as well. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure Mauigoa is pretty much, you can pencil him in as the right guard already. So that left guard spot, man, John Runyon got some competition, man. We'll see what happens. I mean, I can't put a lot of faith in Evan Neal and Joshua Zudu, but hey, what if? All you can do with them, those are just the what if guys. What if they can turn it around? What if they can look like competent NFL offensive linemen? These things, as crazy as it sounds, could be possible. We haven't really had a good look at Evan Neal inside at guard. We know he got some work there last year, but we didn't get to see too much of it. He didn't play a single snap last year, if I'm not mistaken, other than in the preseason. So, we'll see. We'll find out, man. But there was definitely emphasis put on this offensive line, emphasis put on the trenches in general. Still more work to do on the defensive line. We still got a lot more work to do, though. I mean, we got to get somebody in here that they're not going to replace Dex. There's pretty much nobody you're going to bring in that's going to replace Dexter. But at the end of the day, you got to bring somebody in, bring a competent starter, another competent rotational piece in. Like I said, you can't put all the pressure on our 6th-round pick, Jamison Travis. Hopefully he does pan out too, though. All these guys are tough. Are tough and rough players. Absolutely, man. And just be good depth. Talking about the Evan Neals and them like that. Yeah, I mean, if they make the team, it could be good depth. But it is what I mean. I'll take that. Coach Ed style football, smash you in the mouth. That's right. That's what we're gonna be doing this year, I think. Smashing people in the mouth. Arvell Reese's closing speed. It's like he doesn't even look human. Like he doesn't even look human. The way he can close on ball carriers, it's just crazy to when you watch that on film. And I know this is the NFL, so things are gonna be a little bit faster. But this kid it's a young kid, man. He's still a kid. He is still a kid, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, hell, I got him more than doubled up. So this guy, he's a young kid. Freak of nature. Exactly. That's a good way to put it. Freak. He's a freak. And he's going to play
fast and violent. And that's kind of what I try to model my game after, being fast and violent.
Yeah. That part right there. Fast and violent. That's what we great get from Arvell Reese, man. Week in and week out. And I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready for all the smoke, man. As far as touch on one quick thing before I get up out of here, I'm about to wrap it up soon. But Odell Beckham, John Harbaugh supposed to meet tomorrow. Harbaugh impressed with Odell Beckham's workout, impressed with what he can still bring to the table. And but like he said, it's got to make sense. The math's got to make sense. It's like point blank and period. So if the math ain't making sense, then there's no way Odell Beckham is going to be back here, man. So we'll find. I guess we'll find out soon. Upcoming weeks or so. Shouldn't be so I don't know, but it should definitely be fun. This whole process, man. I'm ready to get to these mini camps. I'm ready to see these guys on the field, man. I want to see these kids work. And let's go all in, man. I mean, you got like Jackson Dart excited. Got Scatterboo out there excited. And why shouldn't they be? Like you're trying to build a wall in front of these guys, man. Oh, big blue wall getting built in front of these guys, man, and it's gonna be beautiful. We were a good running football team a year ago, with the offensive line just being subpar. We were still a good running team. Should be able to elevate that again this year. I know a lot of people wanted to go after running back in the draft. Giants didn't address that in the draft, but I liked that running back room anyway. I wasn't one of those people. I was sad. I think our running back room is good. I think they're solid. I think they all three of those guys bring something to the table that this football team needs. And they all have different skill sets as well. And I mean, like I said, what Tracy can provide out of the backfield and in the passing games is just you can't match that. That's very valuable. And then Scatterboo also. Scatterboo actually is pretty good out of the backfield as well in the passing game. But as far as like getting down the field and everything, Tracy, former wide receiver, man, and you see it. I like that they brought Pinnock. I like that they brought Jason Pinnock back. Yeah, I kind of always liked that kid, man. I think he's another underrated free agent signing for this football team. I think he's going to get an opportunity to go out there and he'll back in that secondary and make some plays, man. So he was one of the free agents I was definitely excited about. And Scat has good hands and runs good routes. Yeah, he does. That's why I said I don't want to slight him when I was talking about that. It's just that Tracy is still a little more polished in that regard just because Tracy has the wide receiver skills from when he used to actually play that position. So that's just the only difference in the two. But yeah, Scat definitely can definitely catch that ball out of the backfield as well with the best of them. And then, like I said, Motor, he's just that veteran presence in that room, man. And you know what you're going to get from Motor. So I like that running back room personally. I didn't think it necessarily needed to be addressed. I think we had bigger fish to fry, and we fried them fish. We went on ahead and fried them shits right on up. Gutted them, skinned them, and fried that shit on up, baby. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. Scat. Excuse me, I read that. And I love to watch Scat block. Yeah. I'm glad that I think we're going to get some watchable football once again for the New York Giants, man. But I am about to wrap this up, man. And I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Bookends, Coach Ed, no Mets, no Nets, no Jets. Anybody else in the chat, I appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, and ring that bell for me so you'll know when I'm dropping content, man. I definitely appreciate the support. My channel is starting to really grow. getting a little bit of traction, and I appreciate you guys because it's you guys are the ones that's making that happen, man. So I definitely appreciate what you guys are doing, how you guys show me love, y'all show me the support y'all show on my channel. Definitely doesn't go unnoticed, man. And I really appreciate you guys, man. No doubt indeed. So I will be getting ready to get up out of here. Like I said, once again, just hit that like, subscribe for me. Share the stream out, share the videos out. And it's your boy, Mac the Giants fan, the voice of the New York Giant fan. Peace. I'd like to thank you all for listening. If you was feeling this, please take time to subscribe and smack them likes. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Mac the Giants fan. That's MacDa Giants fan.